Gotti the third, and guys, this is a decidedly pro-Gotti crowd, as you can hear from behind us. All of upstate New York or Long Island, I think, is in the building tonight to see John Gotti. Marcos Lloreda must feel like Rocky Balboa stepping into Siberia to face Ivan Drago.
You could cut the tension with a chainsaw in here. Lloreda barely able to stop moving, while Gotti seemed very composed in his corner. A tale of two different fighters right now.
Lloreda has 7 wins under his belt. That's more than John Gotti's first 4 opponents combined. So this is an absolute step-up fight for John Gotti III. And perhaps tonight could be the night we see John Gotti get out of the first round. And Joe Nye, you and I talked about this before the bout. We want to see, just from a cardio standpoint, endurance standpoint, or what do you do when you face some adversity in there, right? These are all factors if you have never been out of the first round.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because Gotti, he's got 4 fights, but he's had very little actual time in the cage. He's blown everyone out of the water. So we just don't know how he's going to do it. I don't think he's ever seen a second round, third round. You know, it's all been first round fights. So.
And we did hear some word that there may have been some trouble with the weight cut coming into this camp for John Gotti, so we'll see if that's a factor, if in fact this fight does go into the later rounds.
He just landed a big overhand right there, but like you said, Gotti in previous years was as big as 250 pounds competing as a bodybuilder. So getting down to this 171 pounds, it might be tough for him. He's carrying some power from having that larger weight in the past.
Spinning back fist attempt there by Lloreda. Nice shot to the midsection. I think that was a little bit below the midsection, however. Bit of a low blow. You do not want to anger the Gotti crowd with a low blow, I'll tell you what.
Inside leg kick, a little bit low there.
You hear the crowd and you hear his father in the background, John Gotti Jr., yelling to take your time. Something, guys, that comes with experience. Those little things in the cage, not trying to rush back in there if you're not 100% ready to go, but John Gotti III does indicate that he's just going to take a few more seconds here to walk it off, and that's well within his right to do so. And I think we referenced it, total fight time for Gotti in his 4 bouts is 6 minutes and 26 seconds. So all he has to do is get into the second round to eclipse that in 1 bout. Nice leg kick there by Lloreda. Already Lloreda's showing you why he's a much tougher opponent in the first floor, but this time he has a big right. Here
now
comes
he's really
Gotti.
pouring it on. I think Lloreda might have caught him as he was coming in there.
Yeah, I don't think Gotti was a little wild as he rushed in, and I think you're right, Tom. Spinning back kick.
That punch landed.
And here comes Gotti again, 2 shots, drives him against the cage, and now he's trying to pick him up and slam him, or maybe go for the single leg.
Lloreda able to get that left side underhook. Now pushes Gotti against the cage, and he's got a good attempt at a body lock here. Let's see if Gotti's able to scramble.
Gotti scrambles, yeah.
Oh, Lloreda on the back now. See how the defense from the back is. He's got the arms tied up underneath his armpits.
It's the first time we've really seen him in this position in any of his previous 4 bouts, guys. So, Joe, so we talked about the chance to face some adversity and see how you overcome it. This is going to be the litmus test here for John Gotti.
This is good for him regardless of what happens here, because if he gets submitted, obviously it's not good, but he's facing a much bigger step up in competition. And if he gets out of this, then he faced some adversity and worked his way through. Good for
he needs to get that left arm away from the grip of Lloreda there if he wants to get on top and
Gotti
turn.
doing a good job pulling the arms down of Lloreda as he tries to go. Nice job spinning out by Gotti. There's some poise there if you were looking for it. 1:55 to go in round number 1. It is absolutely deafening inside here, guys.
Lloreda trying to control that wrist to look for the triangle choke, as Joe sort of mentioned there.
Nice elbows by Gotti.
And you have to wonder if perhaps the smart strategy here is to stand up if you're Gotti and just get out of the seeming danger of Lloreda's ground game.
I agree. He is quick like a panther when he's on his feet, Tom. He just charges in at you, and he tends to land more than he misses.
Yeah. Perhaps he feels he has a strength advantage here on Lloreda. It's tough to tell unless you're the one that's actually in there what's going on, but Gotti's doing a good job so far of at least getting on top and controlling the action, landing a few strikes. Lloreda's trying to lock up that arm for a Kimura, but Gotti got it out.
Nice side control there by Gotti. Final minute of round 1.
Far side underhook. He's got the shoulder dug into the face of Lloreda.
This one's been action-packed from the opening bell. The pro Gotti crowd has not stopped since that first bell rang.
I didn't expect them to.
They're going to be yelling all night long.
Nice up kick there by Lloreda, but Gotti comes back with a series of hammer fists, trying to close out round one in style. Landed the forearm too, mixed in with the blows.
Gotti does a good job of generating power, even though he's throwing these short strikes from on top. He's able to get his torso involved, and they're not just arm strikes.
Absolutely, naturally strong, gifted fighter. Final seconds here, attempting to go for maybe one more takedown as he drives Lloreda into the cage. And there is, in fact, the bell.